Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's case, we're going to see about an 18-year-old girl, Debanhi Escobar of Mexico. Before me going into the details, let us go into the video. This particular case is about Debanhi Escobar, an 80-year-old law student from Monterrey, Mexico. Like any other teenager, Debanhi had decided to go on a night out with her friends, and the three of the girls had gone to three places, and finally they landed on Puente El de Monte. And here they had met some boys. They were with some boys who had they met in another party, and over the drinks and everything they seemed to be having fun. And suddenly for some time Debanhi went out of that place, and while she was returning, she was stopped by four men, and they were talking to her. That has been captured by inner CCTV footage. And she goes inside the venue, and after a while her friends told that she seemed to be a little hysterical and she started shouting. So that's when her friend decided that Debanhi had to be sent home, and Debanhi herself insisted that she goes home alone. Though some boys offered, or some people offered in the place there, but her friends felt that she should be sent home with someone safe. So they called the taxi through DD app, which they had been using that entire night, and the driver David, whom they knew that particular night. So they sent Debanhi in his taxi, and she was sent off by her friends. And after a while moving in that taxi, Debanhi, after a point, there has been another recording of CCTV footage where Debanhi and the driver seems to be in some kind of argument. And then after a while, Debanhi seemed to get out of the taxi. Now this is where the case came into light and caught the eye of the entire Mexico, because in this particular picture which the taxi driver had clicked had went viral, in which the Debanhi has been seen standing all alone in a highway in the wee hours, and everybody's heart went out to the girl, like how can a girl be let alone like that. So the taxi drivers he said that she was arguing with him, she was fighting with him, and she refused to get into the taxi. So his side of the story was, I just clicked a picture so that to show that she was alive. But the question arises here, why he had to do that? But then the police questioned him, and though he was didn't find any evidence against him, he was the prime suspect though, but no evidence was found against him, and the police let him go. And this particular picture was going rounds, and everybody was really thinking like how a girl could be standing alone like that. So that particular picture caught everybody's attention. After this picture, and after a while, the taxi driver left after taking the picture, he left, and he tried to contact one of Debanhi's friend. He told that even he WhatsApped her. That's his story, and he left the venue. That's what he said. And yes, after he left also, it seems Debanhi was alive, because in a nearby CCTV footage, Debanhi has been seen walking through the highway, and she's walking towards a transportation office which seemed to be open at that particular time. In that one particular CCTV footage, Debanhi is seen approaching the office of the transportation corporation. And after that, there is no other footage, like if somebody helped her and whom she was talking. And that was the only footage where she is seen approaching the transportation office. Again, she leaves that place, and in another CCTV footage, that's when again lot of question arises. She's absolutely seen running as if she's trying to hide from somebody, or she's scared of something. So she's literally seen running in that particular CCTV footage. And that's when she lands in this motel, and in this abandoned place, particular restaurant which has been abandoned. And in the CCTV footage of this restaurant, Debanhi's image has been captured. And also while the recording had been checked, it is shown that Debanhi had gone and hid herself in the garden in this abandoned restaurant for a while. And it was very mysterious whom she was hiding from or what she was hiding from. She's nearly around 20, after nearly 20 or approximately 25 minutes, she's again seen leaving that particular place. Though the CCTV footage was just to understand what happened to that particular night, and the police went searching all over. They went and searching the motel, and they went searching everywhere. Nearly after 2 weeks, they finally find Debanhi's body in one of the citron, which was a water tank that was 4 foot deep, and her body was found. So the police had decided, and the authorities had decided that by mistake Debanhi must have fallen, and she must have fallen to the water tank which had been, abandoned, which was in the abandoned restaurant. But here is what a lot of question arises. Though Debanhi's body was discovered from one particular water tank, her purse, her other belongings were, thrown into the thrown into the other water tank which was there. So the question is, if somebody is falling, how can they just throw one particular thing in one water tank and they be found in the other one? So that was a question that arises in everybody's mind, and people, literally went out on streets to fight for justice for Debanhi, because they felt that the Mexico police was not acting appropriately, in the sense that they were not acting fast, and they were not trying to find out what really happened. They were just trying to close the case. They were trying to close the case, saying that it is an accidental death. But lot of question has arisen. If it was an accidental death, why was her body, there had been other hurt marks? Like if someone falls in the tank, that particular type of hurt is different from what they had found in Debanhi when the postmortem was done again, when her parents insisted. And another question is, like I said before, like her things being found in different two other water tanks. So how somebody falls, how can it go into the other two water tanks? So a lot of these questions were arised, and people are still fighting it out, and they're trying to fight out for Debanhi. And not only for Debanhi, it has seen that over the years, over a few years, lot of violence against women in Mexico is happening. Still some questions remain unanswered, like who was she running from on that particular night? That she, in one particular CCTV footage, it was caught that she was literally running. Then who was she hiding from? She was trying to hide in the gardens of the abandoned restaurant of the motel. Who was she hiding from, and what was she scared of? So all these questions still remain unanswered, though the police and the authorities is saying that it's an accidental death. But the whole angle of the story is very different, and we hope that justice be delivered to Debanhi, and soon what really happened we all come to know. Thank you for now. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.